All right, so I'm shooting in wide angle. This is my 2006 Acura TL. Now this one is white compared to the silver one that I had before in the previous video that you guys have seen. I want to go ahead and show you what I got. So this one, I literally got it a couple days after I sold the silver one with $3,000 profit, which was the best profit I've made off a car. It just gave me more inspiration. So I had been looking for another car to flip, another TL, because transmission issues are very common on this car, and I know that for the right price I can make a good profit if I fix it. So with this one, I don't think I'll have to change the transmission. I think all I have to do is the transmission fluid filter and a drain and fill and an oil change, because those are the codes that are popping up. And this car drives, which the other one didn't even move under its own power. So I have some faith and some hope in this car. Now, this car does have 230,000 miles, so that will probably be a point which will make the car hard to sell. But other than that, here's the things that it comes with. So it has an aftermarket intake system, the AEM, which is a pretty decent brand. So it comes with that. The engine bay looks pretty clean. Otherwise, I might have to do a little tune-up, maybe spark plugs and different things like that, and top off all the fluids. It comes with aftermarket rims. Now these ones are the worst as far as the curb rash, but they're all pretty decent. So let me go. As you can see, also it's missing the side skirts. So what happened was the guy that had this before the guy that had this, if that makes sense, he sold it to his friend after he took the body kit off of it. I think the A-Spec lip kit still has the wing on there, obviously, and it's the OEM, has a little Acura underneath. Looks pretty cool, but you can tell right here where he took off the bumper, the A-Spec part, which I'll probably just cover up with the touch-up paint. As you can see, it's missing these little trim covers on the exhaust that I'll have to get. Little things here and there. Otherwise, the car on the outside is pretty solid. No dents, no unnecessary scratches. It's pretty clean. There's a very dark tint, as you can see. See my reflection. It has the window visors, or whatever these things are called right here. But let's go to the interior. So first off, it's all tan, just like my 04 TL that you guys have seen little pieces of in other videos. The big main thing that's damaged right here is this ripped seat with duct tape. The seat has seen better days, but I have a seat right there from my old TL that I took out because that seat was actually ripped. So I got a seat from a auction from a wrecking yard, and I went ahead and replaced this seat with another seat in my other TL. But this seat I've had all along in the garage. Now I'm just gonna have somebody reupholster that little square that's right there, and call it good. And this seat's in much better condition, and it's been here and I have it, so I won't spend too much money. The guy said he'll do it for about $85 just to fix that square. So other than that, also too, the navigation screen kind of glitches out. The radio does work supposedly, according to the guy. He has this little Bluetooth thing that came with it. So we'll go ahead and check to see if that works. I don't know, I had to do something with this. Also too, he said that the dash wasn't cracked, but lo and behold, if you remove this, it actually is. So I have to kind of see what I want to do. I know there's covers that you can get, plastic covers, and you kind of just silicone glue it to the top, like it's like a little cap cover. But this doesn't look too bad, just a little rug on that part of the dash. This windshield is cracked, so we're probably gonna have to replace this. Now this part right here is super dirty as well. Center console armrest. So I'm gonna probably have the guy that's reupholstering the seat reupholster this too with brand new leather. Just throw it in for I don't know how much more money, but we'll see. I'll add up all the totals and everything like that at the end of the video. I know our garage is pretty messy, but now I do have side skirts, but they're silver, they're different colors. So either I go ahead and get these painted, or I paint them myself, or I go to a wrecking yard and see if I can find some white ones. But other than that, The interior is not too bad. It obviously needs a major detail, like take the seats out, shampoo the carpets, extract them, all that good stuff. Little things here and there. Now I'm gonna go ahead and open the trunk. What's good about this car is that it came with a lot of extras that I can go ahead and get rid of to make up some extra money. So it came with extra headlights. So there's one headlight right there, and then there's another headlight right here. They're kind of heavy. And there's another headlight back here. So I actually have 3 headlights. And then I have something right there I have to look at. I don't even know what that is. I have an amp, actually, which I didn't even know was there. I just realized, which is cool. I can put a sub, use it for my other car. I don't have to buy one. And it comes with extra tail lights too. Like these are the 07, 08 tail lights. So if I want to pop these on this car, I could. Now, am I gonna do the extra work? Probably not, because these look fine. And I don't think they're gonna affect the sale value or what I'm gonna get for it. There's some transmission fluid right there. There's a lot of extra pieces in here, bolts and extra stuff, and you know, different, I don't know, eBay gas pedal covers and bolts, and I'll go through it and see what's there, see what's good. But it had some extra stuff, which I'm very happy about. It has like a little CD changer in here, which I haven't seen before. It's kind of dark. Sorry about that. But anyways, that's the car. So we'll go ahead and look at the rest of the car, see what we can do. That's the old transmission fluid filter.
It's very dark.
Dirty. And this is a new one, so we're hoping that this works.
So this is all the gunk. See, this is a magnet right here.
All the metal in there.
All the metal shavings. Look at that.
The transmission.
That clogs the filter. That gets all over your lines inside the transmission.
Dang, it's dirty. Look at the napkin.
Oh, look, you know.
Dang. That's crazy.
So I gotta clean it really good.
So the dome lights that were here and also back there, I gotta replace them. They had these old LED lights and they're like mismatched. So the LED colors weren't even the same and they were like flickering and everything. So I had some old bulbs, the original yellow light color from my TL, and I just decided to put them in here. That way it looks all cohesive and the same. I'm gonna go ahead and do that to the whole car, and hopefully it makes a nice change. All right, so if you notice in the previous clips, where the muffler goes, there's a little trim that's missing on both sides. Now that's how I got the car. So I had to go ahead and buy those on eBay because obviously it doesn't look right. Or I could have got them from anywhere. But I looked on eBay, I found a few different used ones. I just bought these and ordered them on eBay. They had them on sale for $37 used, or best offer. So I offered 30 bucks. Ended up coming out to like $32 on eBay. So not too bad, but still, I mean, for these plastics, you know, 32 bucks for these, man. But anyways, we're gonna go ahead and install them, see how they look, and I'll cut back to the clip. That was a pretty easy installation. As you can see, the covers are now on, or the trim pieces. Super easy to install. They came with 2 clips on each side, some OEM clips. So I put them on each end right there and right there. Super easy to install. So I forgot to record the process, but this cap that was right here, or that is right here, was missing when I bought the car. So I ended up buying on eBay this little cap right here that's painted white. Cost 20 bucks just for this piece, but I wanted to complete the build. I wanted to just get everything that I needed. So I'm here at the wrecking yard at the U-Pull It. I wanted to get a button that was supposed to be in the driver's side door that's missing on my car, but it was gone already. This whole door was gone. So I ended up picking up these because the one in my car like scratched up to the max, and these ones are actually in pretty good condition. So I think it's to come up. I also bought the transmission here that we'll be using to go ahead and replace into the car. So yeah, there's another TL down there too, but where is it at? Oh, behind this car. The whole front end's gone. but none of them had the parts I wanted, so except this, right? But anyway, Wrecking Yard is always a good option. So I picked this armrest and the seat up from the guy that does the upholstery. An older gentleman, charged me at a good rate. Got the padding in here with some new vinyl. I don't think it's leather, it's vinyl. But it's pretty nice, came out really good. So I'm about to install it back into the car. It really needed just a redone armrest, and came out pretty decent, so I like it. Peep the garbage. Nasty. So obviously needs to be detailed and cleaned, everything. But I installed the armrest right here. You can tell the difference in color between that and the seat. It's not an exact match to begin with, but that's how dirty these seats are. So I installed it like that. This one's missing or whatever, but it's not a big deal. Everything else cinched up. Looks good now for the seat. So I'm gonna go ahead and replace these little metal trim pieces. As you can see, it's all worn down. Okay, so I got them replaced. Look at how much nicer these trim pieces look. They were in really good condition at the Wrecking Yard. This is how this side looks. This one was the one that was pretty bad, or they were both pretty bad. But look at how much nicer that looks now that I have it replaced. Super happy. I think this costed me like $8 for both of them, so I'm happy with the purchase. And what we did, it definitely looks better, and I think it'll be worth it. So I vacuumed up all the crumbs, all the stuff that was here. Now I got to go ahead and put the seat in. Now I'm gonna go ahead and put the seat in first to make sure it fits and everything, because we had a little situation with the 06 seat and a spare 04 seat that I had, and I had the reupholster guy kind of change the skins over. So I want to make sure everything just connects right and connects well, and then go ahead and get this fixed at the shop with the transmission, and then I can go ahead and take the seats out again and clean it up to the best of my ability, pretty much. So that's what's next. So I just installed the seat into the compartment right here. This is the new patch that he installed, the upholstery guy. The little split in the middle like this one. You can totally tell that the color is a little different, but it is what it is. And this is also brand new, but it's also kind of a little bit of a different color, but you can't really tell, I guess, if you're looking from here. So a little update on the car. I actually did have to replace the transmission. It sent me back $750 plus the labor, which was another $300. But after all that being said and done, now we have a fully functioning, working Acura TL. The mechanical part is finally over with. So now what I'm working on next is tomorrow I have an appointment to go ahead and fix this cracked windshield. As you can see, not fix it, replace it for $210. I just got back from getting the windshield replaced. I had dropped it off in the morning around 9, and it was ready by 11:30 a.m. So a couple hours later they finished it. It looks super nice, makes such a difference. There's no crack absolutely at all. I'm excited for this whole build to come together, but just one more piece of the puzzle that we have just completed. So I ended up putting these trims on eBay. I didn't know if I was gonna get someone to buy them, but I did see on eBay that each trim for each side was $40. So if someone wanted to get 2 trims on eBay, it would have costed $80, whereas I went to a Wrecking Yard and got both for $8. So the difference is very crazy. So I ended up putting these used ones that I had that were very worn on eBay, and somebody bought them. I sold them for $35 for both. I think it's like deal on eBay, or so to speak, for somebody that wants them. Maybe they'll wrap them in like carbon fiber or sticker wrap or whatever, I don't know. But anyways, I ended up selling them, so I'm packing them up and I'm gonna ship them away. I was having issues with the key fob that came with the car. Like I would put a battery in it and then it would work for like an hour and then it stopped working. So I don't know what's wrong with this key fob. I know that the battery is new in this one. So I ended up ordering another one, another OEM one. This is in much better condition. Obviously it still does have some wear, so I have to register this or connect it to the car. So I'm gonna kind of watch a video, see how to connect it. But it's OEM. There was brand new ones that were not OEM ones that probably would have worked for like $17, but I got this for $15. Not bad. I threw an offer out there on eBay, and so the light turns on and everything. So I'm gonna go ahead and hook it up to the car. So I watched the video and I got it all hooked up. So now if I press the unlock button, it unlocks. Press lock, it'll lock. Perfect. It was super easy. Doesn't take a rocket scientist. Simple YouTube video got me to hook it up. I'm getting into the detail. I have the floor mats here. They're pretty heavy duty. They're good quality. I mean, they are the OEM weatherproof mats. So I'm going ahead and degreasing them, kind of agitating them and brushing them away and rinsing them off. See how they come out, and I'll put these back in the car. I'm letting them dry out. I just degreased them, scrubbed them, did a couple coats where I degreased them. I went ahead and rinsed them, degreased them and rinsed them. This one has like some type of like gum or old gooey stuff on it that doesn't want to come off. But it definitely is better than what it was. Same here, just all the where your foot goes, probably a bunch of grease and oil and stuff like that. I try to do the best that I can, that I could. But they're way better than they looked, and they're just sitting out in the sun right now and just drying. I'm done with this side. It more or less looks way better than it was before. You can still tell that it's kind of stained, but much better than what it looked like. I still haven't done that side. I will do it right now here in a bit, but this side is all clean. I'm gonna go ahead and position the camera like that. Let's go ahead and put this on here. So after using a little bit of elbow grease and some strong materials, some strong chemicals, I went ahead and installed these back bolts and also the front ones. That way I could put the seat back in place. And here in this next clip, I'm just cleaning the door. Also, I did this to every other door. I sprayed it with water and also degreaser, and then agitated it, made sure all the dirt was loosened, all the dust and grime, everything like that, and sprayed it with water again. Got the microfiber towel, went ahead and wiped every surface clean from water, from debris, from all the dirt and dust that was embedded into the material, the plastic, the leather. Usually when you detail a car, you first want to go ahead and vacuum all the carpets. That way all the crumbs are picked up, all the dust and dirt is picked up. And then I went ahead and sprayed all the carpet off camera, agitated it with a drill and a brush, sprayed it even more with soapy water, carpet cleaner, drilled until I got a lot of the stains out, the most that I could, because it does take a lot of elbow grease. Got the extractor and extracted everything that I could out of these carpets that were super nasty and super dirty. But look at that. So one thing super bad about this car was the foggy headlights on both sides. So I taped and masked that side, and I'm about to do this side. And I'm gonna go ahead and restore these headlights, sand them down, get them nice and polished, and see the major difference at the end of this transformation. It's already dark out, but we went ahead and did the whole kit. There's a kit that you can buy. It has a bunch of different sanding attachments that you attach to your drill. At the end, you go ahead and buff it out. A little buff wheel that you attach to your drill. But look at the difference on this TL that restoration, headlight restoration kit did on this car. It looks totally amazing. I just got an oil change. Brand new oil in the system, in the engine. Obviously the transmission fluid was changed along with the transmission. I'm about to go ahead and get a car wash for the first time forever for this car. So it runs pretty good. I have the AC on. So So here's the car, pretty much all complete. I had a quick little wash in the automatic car wash. It does a job for now. Just for pictures, I put some tire shine on the tires so they look nice and shined up. I'm gonna go ahead and post some pictures on Facebook Marketplace. So I'm potentially selling this car today. Some guy said he wants to buy it for $4,000, but I kind of want to work with the number that I have, which was $5,000. So what we're gonna go ahead and do is negotiate. I want to get at least $4,300 bucks. It's pretty much only $1,200, $1,300 of profit. But if I can first offer where I could possibly make a little bit more and get 45 for it. I had it listed for 5. So let's see what will happen. It's been on Marketplace for a while. So I kind of just want to get rid of it. I know it has a lot of miles, so you know, I'm not expecting to get the most out of it, but it's been a journey with this car. I'm just happy to go ahead and flip it, make my profit, and go ahead and invest into the next project or a car. But this is it. It's a little dirty because I haven't cleaned it in a while. But let me go ahead and do a little walk around. The side skirts actually don't look too bad, even after being repainted. They don't look bad at all. Really does complete the car. The angles on these cars are super nice. I mean, the OEM fin looks amazing. The aftermarket rims look so good. I really do like the way they turned out. Continuing to go around the car, get a good little walk around. Now I'm gonna go ahead and open it up, take a little look inside. So we detailed it and everything like that. These seats still kind of look a little green tinted. You can't really tell when you're in the car because it's so dark. But I cleaned it quickly, but as best as I could in the moment. Obviously these certain things were reupholstered. The dash is cracked, so obviously that covers it up and makes it a difference, right? But go ahead and close it up. But yeah, let me go ahead and do a little shot from the interior. So as you can see in the car, it's super dark. Like, these windows are very tinted. Usually the front ones are a little bit less tinted and the back ones are more tinted, but in this case these front ones are different than the back, and in that the back ones are less tinted, so kind of weird. But at night it's so hard to see, so you gotta roll the windows down. But yeah, I mean, it's healthy, sounds good. So we'll go ahead and see what happens today, show the car, and then I'll let you know the verdict. Hello guys, welcome to Gabe G's Garage. This is the end of the video where we talk about the cost breakdown, how much it cost me, and all the different details, and then how much money I actually made from the car once I sold it. Now, these clips are from a long time ago. I haven't uploaded a video in a long time. I'm very sorry for my subscribers. I have about 500 right now, but hopefully we can start popping these videos out because I do have a lot of footage from a lot of other cars. But without any further ado, let's talk about the numbers. So I have my notes right here. We'll kind of look at them. The car itself cost a whopping $1,000. Right, for gas, we went all the way about 3-4 hours away. It was $108 and 83 cents. And then we had other expenses during that day, like food. It was like 13 bucks. Me and my dad, we went to go pick up the car, brought it back home. And so we got a transmission fluid filter just because we wanted to make sure the transmission didn't have to be replaced and we could save money, but no such luck. We replaced it. The transmission was still acting up. So we ended up spending $758.09 on that transmission. Luckily, it was close by, about 30 minutes. So we were able to pick that up, take it over here to the mechanic. They were able to swap it out. The transmission fluid itself was $56.15, and the labor to get that changed was $300, which is an amazing deal. The other one that I did in the last video, the silver TL, had that replaced for $500 with a different mechanic, but $300, and it was done in one day. Incredible deal. So we got pretty fortunate with that one. Then we got the seat repair and the armrest obviously you saw how ripped it was and how nasty that was. That was a total of $190 from a local upholstery guy, older gentleman. He did a pretty good job. We got the rear bumper trim around the exhaust pieces. That was $32.40. The center console trim I got from the Junkyard, the little metal pieces, that was $8.64. And then I had like a little rear view mirror trim that was missing. That was $7. And so a total, actually I won't tell you the total yet. I kind of broke it down by little pieces, but we'll just tell you the full total at the end. Oil in the filter, just for an oil change, was $24.94. The door cap handle that was missing was $20.84 online. The windshield itself, I got it done at a local place where they swap windshields. That was exactly $200. And the key fob, the one that I had, didn't really work. I swapped the battery in there and it worked for like 30 minutes, and then it wouldn't work anymore. So I bought a whole new key fob, got it programmed, and it came out to $15.12 on eBay. So it was pre-owned, but in good condition considering the one we had was pretty worn. And then the side skirts, I already had side skirts, but they were the wrong color. So I had them paint matched to the best that the guy could paint them, for a total of $250 to get that done, like you'll see on the completed clip, obviously, that you just watched. And then I got a car wash. The automatic car wash was about $8. So in total, I spent about $3,000. So that's my total cost invested. But as you did see in the beginning of the video, when I opened up the trunk, there was headlights, there was tail lights, and there was a few other things that I was able to get money from and sell a little bit later on after the video that I posted on Marketplace. So I was able to sell the old center console trim, the one I showed in the clip of the video. I sold it on eBay for $22.18. I sold it for a little bit more, but with all the fees, I only made 22 bucks on them. But considering I got the brand new ones at the Junkyard, or the really nice ones, for $8, that was a pretty good deal. The driver's side headlight, I had 3 headlights in the back trunk. I sold one headlight, a driver's side one, for $80 on Marketplace. I sold a pair as well for $130 on Marketplace. The 2 complete ones I sold for $130. And then I took the ballast off on one of them because it did have it, and I have it still in case I do sell it. But I'm not sure if I'll sell it anytime soon. Some of these things just sit on the shelf, and then all of a sudden someone inquires about them or buys them. The pair of tail lights, I sold that for $60 on Marketplace. So for a total of $292.18, that's money that I made back on the car from stuff that I sold that also came with the car. And so if you really think about it, we're gonna subtract that from the total cost of the car. So all in all, I really only paid $2,715.15 for the car. And then I sold the car after a good amount of weeks waiting and reducing the price. I sold it for $4,000. And I think the main reason why it sold for that much, guys, was because the mileage. It was 230,000 miles. And so I think a lot of people were kind of put off by that. But otherwise, it was very clean. Obviously, I did a lot to it. I put a lot of time and elbow grease into that car. And I only made, the total profit for this car was $1,284.85. So that's what I made on this car. It wasn't my best flip. I actually have done cars after this video that you guys will see in the upcoming videos that I made $3,000, $4,000 on some cars. So you guys will see that great return on investments. But this one, I just didn't get a good return. But nonetheless, it was a great journey. I love the cars, are easy to work on, and great content to put out for you guys. That way you can kind of get a glimpse of what you can do as well on your own. So with all that being said, thank you for watching the video. Thank you for sticking all the way to the end. I know it's a little bit longer of a video than I usually do, but I hope you guys enjoyed everything. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button right here, and also like, comment. It doesn't cost you anything to do any of those things. And so I thank you for all your support. Stick with me, and we'll be back soon.